Hello and welcome to my new video. In this video, we'll understand how to approach sales with a simple formula-based solution. Everything we do in our business, in your startup, whether you're a product again or a service company, sales is an end goal. And if it's not, it should be, right? A lot of activities are done by business owners to increase their sales, right? Some of them are effective, some of them are not. So now in this video, let's understand what are the basic levers of increasing sales, how to act on these levers, what are the activities and how to increase, each of the attributes which I discussed. Maybe will come in a later video, but here let's just understand what are the attributes which contribute towards increasing sales or, contribute towards sales. First sale happens and then it increases. So the first formula, the basic formula is sales is equal to traffic into conversion, right? Now let's understand what's traffic and what's conversion. Traffic is the number of people who come to your storefront, whether it's offline, whether it's online, with the intent of purchase, right? So for example, if you are an offline small store, right? And if in a day your total footfall was 100, that is the 100 customers came in to ask about to query with a query of a purchase, then 100 becomes your traffic, right? Similarly, for an online business, the number of unique visits, the number of visits to your online storefront, that becomes your traffic. So say if your product landing page was visited by 10,000 customers, right? 10,000 visits. So that means the traffic for that specific product, or even if you want to measure by just your homepage landing, so that means you had 10,000 traffic, right? Now if out of this 10,000, 1,000 eventually ended up purchasing, this 1,000 becomes your conversion, right? And similarly, in the offline store example, if 100 people came to your store and 10 of them ended up doing a purchase, then that becomes your conversion is 10%, right? 100 came, 10 bought. So that means, and then at the end of the day, how many sales did you do? 10, right? I'm not talking here about in value terms. You can extrapolate this to, have the sales value amount also, but just trying to understand in count terms that how do you, increase your sales. To increase sales, two things have to increase. First, the traffic to your store has to excuse me, increase, and how many of those traffic how much of that traffic you end up converting, that also has to increase, right? So now for my example, if 100 people are coming and 10% is my conversion and I want to increase my sales, how do I do? Either I ensure that 10 becomes 20 or 30, right? Then my then my sales increase. Or what I do, if my conversion I know on an average will be 10%, or I take measures to increase that 100, right? If I take 100 to a 200 traffic, then my conversion is 10%, my sales become 20, right? So I increase my sales either by increasing my traffic or by increasing my conversion, right? So that's the basic fundamental formula driven approach to how do I increase my sales, right? Things like adding more product portfolio or having a greater margin, doing more marketing activities, all that is there, but fundamentally each of those activities can be categorized into that activity is either to increase your traffic or either to increase your conversion, right? So when I'm doing my marketing activities, I am inviting more people to my store, offline or online. So that means I'm just increasing my reach, I'm increasing my traffic, right? And if I'm, for example, doing tweaks to my online store, having more relevant CTAs, or maybe I'm showing discount coupons upfront. What am I doing there? I'm trying to increase my conversion, right? So while all these activities maybe will be under marketing or discounting or improving retail operations, etc., etc. But fundamental categorization will remain. The end result is either I'm increasing the traffic or the conversion of my store, right? So that's the basic formula applicable for offline stores, online stores, applicable for B2B business, applicable for service business, right? So for example, if you're selling services, how many queries for your service came, right? That will contribute to your traffic, and how many of those queries you are able to do eventual selling, that becomes your conversion. So, and your sales then becomes a product of traffic into conversion, right? Now adding one more attribute to this formula, that is repeat customers. How do you create sustained sales, right? So again, taking that simple example, 100 people come to your store, 10 of them make a purchase on one day, right? Say next day 5 of those come again, right? And if your total overall sale is on the next day also 10, new conversion, let's say, was 10, but 5 of them came from the previous day, right? So that becomes your sustained, contributes to your sustained sales. This is in marketing terms also, it's called stickiness. What's the stickiness of your customers? Or you can also understand it from a perspective of customer loyalty, right? For those of you who are running online businesses, you must have heard of the term loyalty, customer loyalty, right? Most of the online stores and even offline retail chain these days have customer loyalty points, right? Why do they give loyalty points? Because they are rewarding the customers if they have made purchase in your store once, and if they're coming back again, the business is rewarding you because you are returning to that store, you are contributing towards their sustained sales. And why do I need my customers who have come to my store once, why do I need them to come again? Of course, they're contributing to sales, but because a customer who is a repeat customer, the cost of acquiring that customer I've already paid when I've already done that investment when that customer came to my store for the first time. So with every repeat purchase which a customer does for me, it contributes toward my sustained sales firstly, and secondly it also contributes towards reducing my customer acquisition cost. Customer acquisition in itself is a big concept. Maybe I'll do a video later on that as well. My only intent behind putting out this simple formula here is to encourage the business owners and the startup founders to approach sales in this in your initial days with the first formula. Everything you do towards your business should either the end goal should either be towards increasing your traffic or increasing your conversion, right? Anything else which is only an incremental value, right? Maybe a cosmetic change which does not end up in increasing either the traffic or the conversion for your business in the initial few months, years, we should avoid investing our time and resources in that. And over a period, when we understand how our traffic grows, how our conversion grows, then we should also focus towards the third attribute, which is repeat customers. In the long run, this is where we get value from towards increasing our sales and reducing our customer acquisition cost. Hope this is helpful and would help you to mentally, frame all your activities in these two buckets and get maximum sales out of your efforts. One more thing which I think with which I will conclude this video is that there will be times, there will be strategies where you will work only towards traffic, and there will be strategies where you will focus only towards conversion. But you need to focus on both, right? Having only traffic with poor conversion rates will not end up into sales, and having a high conversion, reaching a stage where your conversion has increased a lot but your traffic has stagnated and you're not getting new traffic or even repeat traffic, that's not a state where any business wants to be. So whatever efforts, whatever strategy you as a business owner decide, think about increasing or putting efforts and resources behind both these attributes. Thank you.